Hello, everyone. Today is March 1st, 2026, and I just got back home a couple of hours ago from driving both the Ferrari 488 GTB and the Porsche 911 GT3 at the New Orleans Motorsport Park racetrack. And honestly, it was a phenomenal experience. And for those that don't know, I was able to do this last year as well. I'll post a video up here for you guys to click if you haven't seen. And last year I got to drive the Ferrari 296 GTB. Out of the three cars, I mean the 296 GTB still has my heart. Out of those three, it's just a fantastic car. Don't get me wrong, both the 488 and the Porsche 911 GT3 are fantastic cars, and both are able to drive very well and handle very well as long as you know what you're doing. You'll see how I was able to do both of these cars around the track this morning here in a minute. Watch if you would like. I wanted to talk a little bit more. I've pushed a little bit more, I feel, in the Ferrari than I did in the Porsche, but honestly, like I said, I enjoyed both, and they were both very fantastic cars. The Porsche, compared to the Ferraris have a greater straight line acceleration, I find. The 296, from what I remember, now it has been a year, but from what I remember, I mean, the cornering in the 296 was perfect as well. The Ferrari, it's not as great in my opinion as the 296. Like it's still you can corner in and exit very well. But the Porsche 911, I mean that car itself going in and exiting out of corners, I mean that is just super pointy. And you'll kind of see the differences, I feel, in the video here. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start the videos, starting off with the Ferrari and then moving into the Porsche.
Very similar feel. You're going to get more feedback from the wheel and the pedals and everything. You're going to pull all the way down. Just not as fast in the straight line because it's lacking 150 horsepower that one has.
So this one's 700 horsepower?
It's like 650 or something like that.
Okay.
640, something in there.
Now, do you know if these stands are available just to sit in throughout the day? Because I was going to hang out here for a little while.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I don't think they'd have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Alright, man. So, went to class, kind of refreshed. It's been a year since we've been out here, so let's go over it real quick. Cones are on the side of the track we want to have the car, so if we look down that track, see cones on your side, we'll make our way to your side. If they're on my side, we'll make our way to my side. Further ahead we look, better shape we're going to be in so we can make a plan rather than reacting. Two yellow cones will lift up off the gas, red cones squeezing onto that brake, and a nice smooth release down towards the orange. Oranges mark where we'll begin the turn, cone lying down will mark the direction of the turn. Points over to a green cone on my side or points over to a green cone on your side. We'll get the green, roll back into that throttle. The faster I move my hand, the more you can give it. That's full throttle if you want to, which if I remember well, you do.
Yep.
Keep that 3 feet for me. Nice and smooth, just like the last time. And we'll go and have some fun. If we get into a passing scenario, I'll let you know when it's safe to take that pass. Only car we can't pass is the lead car. So, I'll tell you to pass on your side or my side. And if somebody behind us is a little quicker, if I remember, that shouldn't really be a problem. We'll just pull to one side of the track together, let them on by, and get back to business. So we're going to develop a gap as we roll out here.
Yep.
So let him kind of run away from us, so just slow her down. Just let it roll. We'll go get it.
So how far out are these yellow cones from the turn-in point?
See the orange cone way down at the end?
Yep.
That's your turn-in. So roll on a little bit of throttle. That's great. Squeeze the brake. Feel very different than the 296.
Yeah, it does.
Orange over green. Nice and tight, track up to the middle, roll back in power towards orange. Over on my side. As we approach the green, just keep that throttle over green. Then over the orange on your side. These brakes, bring it on over the orange my side, then look out my window for green, roll on some power, just pull this through the corner. Just tight to that green. That wheel. Catch him, I'll call for a pass. Green, painful, light speed. That wheel. feels a little bit tighter to me too.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you can feel a lot more.
Yeah.
Where the 296, you're just all of a sudden flying. You're like, how did I get here?
Right. I can feel a little bit of traction control,
yeah.
you know, or ABS kicking in too.
Yep.
So. 48 car.
right. All right, well, you got Brian B2. All right, so at this point, you're probably familiar with the lay of the land. The colors of the cones are significant. There'll be yellow cone lift off, red cone, and as you know, at speed, you're going to be hitting a lot of brake pressure. You'll notice that we'll sometimes do this if you want to do a little more. The pointer cones are just to know in which direction the corner is going. Then the green cones, which is what we call our apex cones. Obviously, remember the green cones, it's not necessarily a singular point you want to be, it's within the vicinity of that area. And it all depends on the angle in which you're at that point.
Right.
That's super, super important. As you know, we're not alone on track, so it's important that sometimes we are passing people and sometimes people are passing us. As you know, there's programs like these, there's all different types of experience levels. Some people have no experience and are very timid. Some people have no experience and are not very timid. And there's some people that are very experienced and really follow the rules, but just have good pace.
Yeah.
Ideally, what we want is we want to keep it as fluid as possible and keep it efficient so that everybody enjoys it, has a good time, excuse me. And then 3 feet from the edges of the track, just so that way, if the car gets a little bit of a slide, we have that buffer zone. Yeah, so luckily we are the last car, so it just looks like we will be able to just hang back. And
Sweet.
Then, we'll catch up ahead.
Yep, that works for me too.
Remember, I'm by no means a fun police, but it's very important that you listen to the things that I'm saying.
Exactly.
If you're starting to add a little bit more pace, it's important that the speed of your hand starts slowing down.
Right.
And your eyes start looking to the next markers and even further, right? The faster you go, the further out you want to look, because you're covering ground a lot quicker.
Right.
Right? So if you are looking at the same points that you were in your outlap, well, I'll tell you what, you are going to probably miss a bunch of your marks, and then things are going to come at you out of nowhere. So it's important that if you do add pace, I've got no problem with that. You just have to make sure that you're doing the right things. That's all. All right. Yeah, so Brian advised you very well. If I were to pick a car, this is hands down 10 out of 10 the car that I would pick.
Well, see,
no questions asked.
Whenever I was booking it online, I was actually going to try to book it for the Porsche, but by the time that I could afford to buy the car, the Porsche was sold out. So I was like, well, I'll do the Ferrari this time around, the 488, since I already did the 296.
The 296. Did you do the 296 here at NOLA?
Yeah, I did that last year here.
Ah, cool, cool.
I had the other Brian in the car with me that time too. So
a whole bunch of Brians, man. Spelled differently too. Some with a Y, some with an I. I spelled the right way with a Y.
Yeah. Well, I think that's how he spells it too, is with a Y.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go up towards that blue cone, and we're just gonna hang tight for a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Right here. 5, 4, 5, focus on turning, and now start to press the throttle. 20%, 30%, there, and have that. Transfer the eyes, look to the secondary. Look at those second cones over there. Good. Little lift off the gas and turn. And you can hold about 20% throttle, 30% throttle, 40, 60, and off the brakes. You're gonna maintain that brake, smooth release off the brake. Transfer those eyes, look up to the next marker. Remember, start a little bit wide, so that way by the time you get to apex, your angle's more in your favor versus all crossed up. You know what I mean? Yep. Good. Start rolling on. That'll give you a lot of steering bite. Get back inside towards that green cone. Good. Off the gas here, look to the apex. Get it on my side. And now drift the car just to the outside here. Now see back up by here just so we can give them, so we can enjoy the straightaway. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. 3, 2, 1. Bend it in, bend it in, bend it in, get towards my side, my side, my side, my side. Now you're more forward facing. Now the throttle is going to be down. Look for the green, zone, right there. I'm going to say a little bit more on my side, and then lift off the gas and just turn. Just smooth hands, smooth hands. A little fast as you go, smooth the hand. Rolling on the power, get off the gas, let the front end get a little bite. You got to do 2 bumps, there you go. Back over towards my side, off the gas, turn it in, and back to the power. Now just a no pass up, still accelerate. Back it down. Space. Just drive it, man.
Thank you.
Good job. My favorite thing is that you listen. Like I said, I am by no means a fun police at all. But if I see that you're completely offline, not braking the way you're supposed to, then I'm gonna be like, all right, man, let's rethink this here. Let's breathe. Let's reset. But no, that was good. That was very good driving.
Thank you.
So now you tell me, what are your thoughts here?
I like how the brakes are in this one.
Brakes really good.
Yeah, as far as acceleration goes, the 296 obviously has it.
Yeah,
but,
that's not even comparable as far as acceleration. This car wasn't designed for straight line speed.
Oh yeah.
Now it can accelerate very well, but where this thing shines is in the corners. It's the stiffness of the chassis. You know, it'll feel a little bit bumpy, but you know, once you start getting this thing closer to the limit, which obviously we weren't there, you'll find that it's actually it lets you get away with some things that for drivers that like a car that tends to be quote unquote pointy, it's good. It's got a lot of front end, so you can get it to really turn. But the thing about the car is that it doesn't feel like it's understeer in that same aspect.
Right.
I don't know. I can go on and on and on about this car. It's